So now we are going to install Apache Airflow in our system through Docker. Let me just first start our Docker in my local system. First, Docker desktop. Okay, my okay, my Docker engine is starting right now. Probably you can see it. Let me just share my screen once again. Okay, okay, okay. So I have my Docker engine is now starting. Let it start. Give it some time. No problem. We'll be waiting there that. The while starts. Okay, my Docker container has started. So let me share my screen for Apache Airflow. Okay, now let us go to install Airflow. What we will be doing is that pulling the image of Apache Airflow from Docker Hub to our local system, through which we can through which we can run Apache Airflow in our local system. So before that, we need to satisfy some preconditions that Apache Airflow requires while for running doc for running Apache Airflow in our system. So let me first open the terminal. Okay, okay. I think my terminal is now visible to you. Okay. Um, let me make a let me make a directory, a particular directory, Airflow directory where I will install where I will run the Docker Compose file, and then I will and also the required folders which I will sync up with the Airflow with the image with the. Let me just go through this process. Let me first get one by step. I'll go step by step and okay. Let me go. I have all the things. I want to install it in my. Let's install it in desktop. Let's install in desktop. Okay, let's go for. Let's make a directory of Apache Airflow. Okay, and let's cd into that Apache Airflow directory. Okay, now I want to create. Okay, let me again turn your attention to Apache Airflow documentation. Okay, if you can see my documentation. So for installing. I want to install using Docker documentation. I will just open the search for Apache Airflow using Docker. So I'm just reading the documentation one by one. So let me just let me first. Okay. For installing Docker, I need to first install Docker Compose for Windows because my current system is for Windows. So let me just install Docker Compose for install Windows. Okay, I have already installed Docker Desktop, which pre-installs Docker, which pre-installs what do you say, Docker, which pre-installs a Docker Compose. So let me just um, download the uh, download the download the Docker Compose file in my Apache Airflow directory. You can see it. I don't think you can see my terminal. Can you see my doc? Can you see my container? I don't think anybody can see my container. Oh, sorry, terminal. Okay, it is another way. So I'm currently just copy pasting the Apache. I'm currently Okay, now I'm currently fetching this curl command. I'm running a terminal. You can't see my terminal. That's no, I think there is some issue with my recorder, but no problem. You can just open your terminal. Oh, now you can see my terminal. Okay, you can now see my terminal. Now I will just copy paste the curl command to download the Docker Compose file. Okay, I think curl command is not available, so let me just see how we can download the Docker Compose file. So, okay, and now I'm downloading the Docker Compose file. We click on the Docker Compose to YAML file. I'm downloading it. Downloads. I'm just okay. You can now see my whole screen. Okay, thank God. Okay, I'm just downloading the Docker Compose to YAML file. I'm showing you. I'm just downloading it. I want it to be downloaded, so no problem. I will open my downloads. I will just move it to my Apache Airflow directory which I have created in my desktop. Okay, now also I have, let me go again to terminal. Okay, I have it, a compose file. So after that, let me just see edit another one. Okay, this is also say after reading that we can also see that we also need to create 4 folders which are actually mounted in a which are mounted in a system, which means that these particular folders will be synchronized with the similar folder also created in our Docker images, and the files will be synced up between our Docker container and our local system. So let me just create 4 folders. It is saying dag, logs, config, and plugins. Vector slash dags, logs, config, and plugins. Director slash tags. Okay, I have to create another. I think I have this one. There is a problem with Windows. No problem. I will create it one by one. Config and plugins. Okay, let's listen to it. Okay, as you have said, I have created the required 4 folders which will be mounted in a Docker container and Docker container which are mounted. That means that these folders will be in sync with the folders with the similar names in Docker container. Now let's run our environment. I want to just run docker compose up. Let's see. Okay, so as you can see, okay, we will get the warning that airflow UI is not available, but it is already saying that for other upload you have option, but you can safely ignore it. We can create manually create environment the same for photos .env folder with the content of UID 1000. So no problem. We'll do that once we have started. No problem. This is not optional. This is optional. I want to just get compose up and I want to down pull all the images of airflow diag, airflow postgres. Postgres is better for instead of airflow scheduler, we will be using postgres that which will store our particular tag files and everything. Redis. Okay. Let us just pull all the images. Okay, let me just pause it until I is installed. Okay, now can you see that all my particular images have been pulled from the Docker Hub? Airflow tag, Airflow init, Airflow trigger save, Redis, scheduler, Postgres, all have been saved. Now the system is just configuring all the airflow is running all the image containers that you have put in our doc container and okay roll okay no and I want to view the my docker container in my airflow. Okay, as you can see my Apache airflow all the containers have been started. Redis, DAG, Postgres, everything has been downloaded. Now if I have to run this particular, okay, it is running. Now if I have to stop this, I can manually stop the container Apache Airflow using this section, or a simple method would be host name is set. Now let us check that if I can check. Uh, okay, it is just down. Let me just let's take one. I am pausing the video right now. It is only configuring. It has not completed.